I messed up my settings when I was trying to set up a YouTube Shorts stream. There we go. Public now. Alright. Got it. Now let's check it out and see how it's going. Alright. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Still trying to bite off more than I can chew with my live streams, and man, I really want to try to get those vertical live streams going, cause gotta catch those doom scrollers in the middle of the night. All right. If you're viewing this on YouTube after the fact, I apologize, because this is kind of midstream. I had messed up some of my settings trying to do some more technical stuff. And, messed up my settings and accidentally had YouTube as unlisted, so I apologize for that. Maybe I'll edit them together later, and so you can catch the whole thing. Alright, what am I doing here? Alright, hang on. I want to make sure I can see the chat for X, because Caster Labs doesn't integrate X yet for some reason. Not sure why, but whatever. Alright, there we go. Right, back at it. Everything looks okay right now. No encoders overloading. Mic is up. I think we're still good to go for another 20 minutes or so. We'll see. Yeah, online discourses, I've always found it interesting. And again, I'm not a confrontational person. So even though I feel like I have an opinion and I want to share it, and I think I'm right, it always stresses me out when I when I post something I know people are not going to like, and then I get comments. Like, when I see that I have a comment on YouTube, my first instinct is to be like, ugh, I hope this person is not gonna be antagonistic. Not just because I want to be right or agreed with. It's just I don't like antagonism or anything like that. It's just not. I don't know. Rubs me the wrong way. Aim with a spinner system. Oh, okay. I gotta get into the dark world. That's why. Okay, we're going this way. Frame rate's dropping. Not sure why. Oh, my encoders. Hang on. I'm gonna make sure my volume is not choppy. I think we're good. My audio is not choppy, excuse me. Okay, I wasn't paying attention, but I'm pretty sure that opened the gate down there, so I'm gonna go down there. Here we go. Dark world. Yeah, I continue to see more things about Metroid Prime 4, and from what I can tell, it's a decent game. People are having a lot of fun with it. It looks beautiful. Um, it looks beautiful. There's, you know, it's got the quality touch to it. But the biggest complaint I'm seeing right now has to do with the desert, area, and the bike. I can't remember the name of it. Where are you? And people are saying it's empty, you know, which I guess to an extent you kind of need that, because you want to ride the bike. And someone posted online about how the reason why it's rubbing people the wrong way is because the open world concept is now, it's been around for a long time and it's not new anymore. People have a certain expectations when it comes to an open world area as to what you can find there, and if that doesn't meet your expectations, then it's gonna rub you the wrong way. I think that's why Breath of the Wild rubbed people the wrong way. Hey, man. Happy Monday. I had my stream settings for YouTube set to unlisted because I was testing things, and that's why it took me so long to get up and running on YouTube. But yeah, the expectations for the desert, I feel, are what's driving people here. Not that it's designed poorly, which it might be, because I haven't played it yet, so that's the thing there. So just keep that in mind. I'm just hypothesizing here as to why people might not like the desert setting, because the same accusation was leveled against Breath of the Wild, and I loved Breath of the Wild, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's just people are expecting Witcher 3 levels of content in an open world when they should expect Breath of the Wild, or it's less than Breath of the Wild. So we'll have to see. Nice. Okay, glad to know I didn't miss much then. And that's a thing too, when you're developing a game, managing player expectations, it is something to consider, but I would consider it like a secondary objective. You know, make the game you want first, even if it's borrows some ideas and concepts from other games, and then worry about appealing to the wider audience, which when I said that a while ago, someone did push back on me on that, which that one I feel I am right about. I feel like, make the game you want first. If you're trying to please everybody, you're going to please no one. So Nintendo had a vision in mind. I think, honestly, it was they wanted a motorcycle, and they wanted a place for you to ride it. And that was it, which I don't think is the best way to go about it. But maybe people who've played it can speak more to it. So, I'm hoping to be able to play it at the end of the month. But we'll just have to see where that goes. No, what is the 40-second rule? That sounds really interesting. Never go 40 seconds in an open world without having come across something interesting or something like that. I think Witcher 3 is a masterpiece, by the way, and I say that about very, very few games. So I'm not trying to critique Witcher 3 by any means. And my first time playing it was on the Switch, so don't know how people feel about that, but okay. Don't get impatient here. if it's anything like, Nintendo's rule for Breath of the Wild was that, I think I said this last episode, was when you're at a high place, seeing out into the distance, you should be able to see always at least 3 points of interest. That was part of their rule, I believe. Okay, so Eamon says, the design philosophy for The Witcher 3, ensuring players encounter something interesting every 40 seconds to keep the vast world engaging and feeling alive, preventing boredom during exploration. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And I can totally understand now why some people thought Breath of the Wild was pretty empty, because it was pretty empty. And I think that that was Nintendo kind of doing its own thing with its own take on the open world concept. And I have to admit, it's like The Witcher 3, because it wasn't Zelda. It's hard for me to say. I really loved Breath of the Wild. I know a lot of fans didn't, and that's totally fine. I totally understand why, because it was such a departure from the mainline Zelda games in terms of play style and storytelling. So I really don't like to compare Witcher 3 to Breath of the Wild, because some of the gameplay was different. Like if Breath of the Wild didn't have climbing, then it would have been such a slog of a game. And it would have needed more things in the overworld to draw your attention, like Witcher 3 did. I never played Violet and Scarlet. I was a big Pokemon guy, probably like you, Eamon. I was around with Red and Blue and Yellow, and I remember getting those for Christmas one year. Me and my brother having battles over Link Accord and the original Game Boy. So I played the original, and I stopped after Emerald on the Game Boy Advance. But everything I hear about Scarlet and Violet is that they're not good games, in the sense that a lot of bugs and a lot of laziness on Nintendo's part, or Game Freak, whoever developed them. This feels like a boss arena. And I'm still underwater. Okay, definitely gonna get the spider ball soon. Yeah, when it comes to introducing my son to Pokemon games, I'm really considering just busting out my old Game Boy Pocket or Game Boy Color and letting him play the original Pokemon Red and Blue, just so he has that experience. Yeah, I do want to... okay, actually, wait. That was my last 2D Pokemon. I did play Legends. I did play Legends Arceus, which was a nice twist, and I think that I haven't played the new one, but from the way it looked, it kind of turned me off. I didn't like the city atmosphere. All they had to do was combine Breath of the Wild with Pokemon. They could have just did a reskin of the whole Breath of the Wild map and just put you in that big open world. I didn't like the hub world, the hub design of Arceus. I wanted an open world Pokemon game, like a truly open world Pokemon game. But I did have fun playing Arceus. Yeah, Pal World. Yeah, gotta get into that one, I guess. haven't done that yet. Wind Waker, definitely not as filled with stuff. It was empty. and I didn't like it at first because of the cartooniness. But once I got over that, I actually did enjoy Wind Waker because it was novel. You know, sailing on a big wide open ocean was a pretty novel experience. I think if they were try to replicate that today with that level of assets, would be impossible. I think people would not like that at all. And that has to go, and that kind of brings us full circle to what we were originally talking about with the desert. When something is novel in the gaming world, you can get away with a lot. Okay, I should actually scan this thing. An alpha blog. That's a really creative name. Good work, Retro Studios. Enormous water dweller will fire sonic disruption blasts at foes. It has all the strengths and weaknesses of its brethren. Oh, okay. So shoot it until it dies. That's essentially what it is. Okay, I just gotta wait for it to open up its mouth. And then shoot it in the face like Jango Fett in Attack of the Clones. But hopefully don't get my head cut off like he did. I had some friends who really got into Pokemon, like the competitive aspect to it at one point. I never really attempted to do that. It didn't interest me. But apparently it involved a ton of grinding and a ton of just feeding your Pokemon puffins. And a lot of luck, apparently, too. Alright, I'm gonna super missile this thing in the face. Alright. Come here, buddy. Alright, that did some damage there. I'll take that. Nice. I was really into Pokemon the card game. But I was just a dumb kid and I didn't understand how cards worked. And I traded my first edition Magneton for an Ivysaur. And 2 Leaf Energy on a bus on the way to school. And then some point along the line, I traded them all to another one of my friends for all of his Star Wars Young Jedi cards because I really liked Star Wars. And turns out Young Jedi did not last as long as Pokemon did. And now all those cards are worthless, and the Pokemon cards are worth a lot of money. No, I never went into the Pokemon League stuff. My nephews did. Oh man, I didn't even know I could jump. Oh, is that what I got? I thought I got the spider ball. No, I did get the spider ball. Oh, the water's gone. come I can't use my... Ugh. Alright, I know, right? They added that in later games where you had the jump ball right away. Okay. How do I use... No. I need... Yeah, I need controls. Rumble, swap visor, restore defaults. No, I need to know... Alright, hang on a second. Let me bring up here my control settings. Hopefully this doesn't crash the game. Spider ball, spider ball. Use spider ball. Spring ball. Grip lasso. Next visor. Motion actions. No, there's no spider ball control here. Am I? This is like an this is another super missile super missile situation where I forgot to use a super missile. Oh yeah. Tim's my brother. Sorry, Tim, to bring that up, but yes, Tim's been to the on the road to becoming a Pokemon master with his sons. All right. I am not doing something correctly. What technology did I get? Oh, that is the 2 button. Oh. Okay, good. Inventory. There we go. Weapon system, movement systems. Gravity boost. Is that what I got? Oh, okay, that is what I got. Alright, so I don't have the spider ball yet, so I don't have to worry about this. Yeah, because I thought it was underwater. And now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Progress hindered by liquid environment. Yeah, no kidding. Gravity boost augmentation. Use gravity boost augmentation to advance. Thank you, hint system. Where do I advance? This is where the game is making me feel stupid. There's literally nothing to scan. Did I miss like a ledge in here? Gosh. Magnetic rail track. Is there a hole in the ground somewhere? Use gravity boost augmentation device. Shut up, Tim. Here, I'm gonna do the next best thing. Metroid Prime 2. How to get out of was the thing called a blorg? The gravity boost room. To launch yourself out of the water, aiming for the upper platform. Yeah, that's the worst. They give you the yellow paint. And yeah, I know. I'm going against everything I stand for, Eamon. I use my gaming skills that I built up over the past 30 years. Use gravity boost augmentation device. Okay, am I just not paying attention to what it does? Maybe that's it. Look, I can... Oh, cool, I can hold it down. Woo, woo. Alright, okay, inventory. Okay. No, we did the morph balls. Movement systems. Gravity boost. While underwater, press and hold B after performing a space jump to activate the gravity boost. Oh. See, that's just me not reading things. Nope. Press and hold B. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's okay. I have to hit it like 3 times. Yeah, wee. I'm pretty sure it... Yeah, there you go. Okay, I gotta hit B 3 times when I'm underwater. Yes, okay, so that brings up another good point. See, that was totally my fault. The game literally told me what to do, and it gave me that little hint flashing, basically saying, hey, stupid, use the item you just got to get out of here. And I didn't, and now I figured it out, which I think is another important thing about game design is if the player fails, you want to make sure that they failed because it was their fault, not because it was the fault of the game. That was clearly my fault. The game gave me everything I needed and then some to succeed, and I still screwed it up. So that's not on Metroid Prime 2. That is on me and my elite gaming skills. Can I use... Do the kids still say leet these days, and they spell it with 733? What was the last one? Another 7? I don't know. I also think they should bring back games making fun of you for failure, like in Ninja Gaiden. If you die too many times on the first stage, they gave you unlocked Ninja Dog mode. Like the mode itself was taunting you. And last night my son, he he's been sick all day because the night before that we had a common parenting thing of son wakes up in the middle of the night and throws up all over his bed and then all over the couch. So that was fun to deal with. But anyway, he was home all day watching movies and playing video games because he was sick. And he was playing this game on his tablet, and I was watching him, and he lost, and the game just goes to like, game over, and then the voice goes, you blew it. And I thought that was pretty funny. It's like, yeah, the game's like, yeah, you blew it. You didn't do it. Sorry, no participation trophy for you. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you, Eamon. 1337. Thank you for leet. Oh yeah, the dog from Duck Hunt. I remember that guy. He was someone we all wanted to shoot but never could. The dog from Duck Hunt. Let me restate that. No one's clipped my stuff yet on Kick or Twitch. So maybe someday that will happen. I've been putting clips up, but so apparently player 2 could actually control the ducks. That's what I learned. I've never actually tested that, but apparently I learned that. It was like on Did You Know Gaming or something like that. Just got a text message from my wife saying the cat is knocking down stuff. So it's okay. I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, now you can beat it up in Smash. Or it beats you up. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You go right up to the TV and you just... Alright, I think I gotta end it here because we got an early day today. But Tim, Eamon, thanks for hanging out. It's always fun. Saving twice just to be sure, you know. Alright, I'll try to get on tomorrow as well. It'll be a pretty normal week, so I am probably going to try to attempt to do a stream on Instagram or YouTube. I don't know if my computer can hold it or not. If I have time, I'll test it out first, but yeah, make sure to practice those gamer skills. Thank you. I'll try to do that. Not embarrass myself anymore.